Alright guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and I know I haven't put out a video in a week or so, but it's because I've been really busy at work, and I've actually been going back over comments on different things, and people have been in contact with me about putting strategies on here that they have developed and stuff, and I'm going to get to that. And skill and luck, you are first in line. I'm going to get that golden cross out here once I learn it just a little better. I haven't had a lot of time to mess with it yet, but I've been practicing a little bit today. But anyway, so one of the strategies I put out recently, the $100 low roller, has got a bunch of comments on it, and most of them have been really good. So it makes me feel like I should show you another part of it, because there was a comment about having the risk on the don't, that they didn't really like that was risky to put all your profits on the don't with no coverage. So I feel like there is a way to cover it a little bit. It does slow the strategy's profit ability down a little bit, but it covers its exposure a little bit. So it's just kind of a preference on how you'd want to play it. So I'm going to show it to you. Got $100 over here. I'm just going to jump right into it, because it'll get right into a situation that I'm looking for relatively quick. All right, so $5 pass, I mean. Here we go. 10, 5, 10. All right, that's what we're looking for. We'd want a number different than 6 and 8 if we can get it. It doesn't matter necessarily, but that's kind of the idea, because you can place whatever you'd like. All right, so that's the base setup of this strategy. We're trying to hit 6 and 8. Oh, back-to-back hard 10s. Amazing. Why weren't we playing the hard 10, guys? All right, so it's a collector. We're just going to rack it. Remember, we rack up our collections. All right, 6 and 8 are off in this strategy. You want to be able to win on the 7 and 11. All right, so there's a 5, 2, 7 in this one, because we're trying to gain small profits to create a bigger don't. Is kind of the plan of the strategy. All right, there's another 10. So 3 10s and a 7 so far. There's a 4. Pretty interesting. Oh, 7 out. Okay. So we did make 10 bucks. Well, I mean, not overall. We actually lost a little bit of money overall. But we got a $10 don't coming. Okay, so a $10 don't, that's what we got. To hedge this out is really simple. All right. If you're at a table that has hot bets, just put the hot bets down. You know, $3 in hops, $1 on the 11. You're going to make a little money if you roll a 7 or 11, like a buck or something. And if not, you lose the $4, but you're started into your strategy. All right, so on a $10 don't, we're only going to really be able to play a $5 bet out there unless you want to risk 2 more bucks. So let's see what happens. All right, we're on the 10. That wasn't a point made. All right, so the point's going back to 10. We're going to lose these hedges. All right. But now we have $10 that we can play. So we're looking for a 5 or a 9. There's a 3. 6. And you could have just risked $2 more and played them if you would like that, if that's where you want to go. All right, so there's a 9. So it paid off for us. So we get $7 here. I'm going to rack it up. Ace, ace. 7. Okay, so that one hit paid off. It basically stuck to pretty true probability, because we had 8 ways to win, and you know, the 3 ways to lose there, whatever, and the 6 ways to break even. So it actually stayed really true. All right. So now, what do we have? 27. Okay. $27 there. And we need 2 there, and we'll need 6 back here. And so now this is where you get in a little bit of risk here, because you're starting to get a big chunk of your profits out there. So you're going to actually have to have a whole hit to basically cover this, which isn't terrible. It's saving this from being able to lose. So it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of a preference thing. Do you want to be safe on this roll, or are you willing to risk it? But so we're going to play it this way the whole way out and see what happens. 6. All right, so it's pretty good. We got a number out there. It really doesn't matter which number you get out there. I mean, you can get knocked off easier on the 6, of course, but you just want one of them numbers. All right, so what do we have again? 27. Okay, so on 27, we can do all kinds of stuff. We basically can get every other number. So that's kind of nice. There's 25, 26 against 27. As long as we don't roll 6, hit a couple of them numbers, we're in really good shape. There's the 8. So this is going to be a $7 8. Rack it up. All right, so now we basically got our hedge money back that we used to hedge this bet out. We need another hit to make profit. There's a 9. All right. 639. This is going to be also a $7 winner. Let's collect it. So now we're doing good. We're well into making a little money on this share. Hopefully we'll get some more rolls. There's a 4. That's a good 4. It's a $9 4. So we're going to drop $1 here, pick up 10. We're really working on that next hedge pretty well. 7 at any time would be fine. 6, still not great. All right, so there's an 8. It's a $7 8. But I think at this point, a 6 is also a wash. We're over $27. So here we go. There's the 6. We called it into existence. Again, no big deal. We won enough times. All right, remember, if they hit their point, you collect everything up. You restart. That's one of the keys to the strategy too. If you get knocked off, start over. Just start over. There's no reason to not. There's 5, 3, 8. I mean, it actually worked relatively well. You didn't actually lose a ton anywhere. You probably made a little bit of money. 7. Okay. So that hurts. 0.7s is always going to hurt this strategy. It's one of them strategies that you can't get away from that really. It just started really pouring at my house outside. So if you guys can hear that, I'm sorry. It wasn't a 7, that was a 6. Alright, so same thing here. We're going to get some money out there. I'm going to go with the 10 this time. I'm going to pick the 8 and the 10. Just have a feeling 10's coming. And there's the 8. At least we got the 8. So there's $7. $7. Okay, here we go. 5. Should have went with the 5, I guess. All right, come on, 10. 5. 3. 6. Okay, hit our point. So good for us. Hitting points is good when you're on this side of it. All right, coming out. 7. All right, on the come out. That's an extra little bonus $5 chip. Building that dome, guys. Building that dome. There's the 10. Move that over to the 6, because this is going up to the 10. Get us $1, capping it there. 8, 6, 2, 8. So it's a $7 winner. So we're really picking up some dope money here. We're really working on a good one. 3, deuce ace. There's the 10. Hit our 10. Let's pay it right there. Coming off. Come on, 7-11. There's the 9, so we got 6, 8, 9 on this run. Getting our dome, building that dome. There's the 10. I was right about the 10, I just was too early. Here they come. There's the 8, all right. This is a good long roll, and we're gonna make them pay when we get to this dome side of it. There's the 6. $7 winners. They add up. If you just keep hitting them, it'll add up way quicker than you think. All right, here we go. There's the 5. And really, if you wanted, you could be covering these other numbers. It's really outside of the strategy because it'll cut into your profits in the long run. But you could do that if you wanted. There's an 8. 7 more bucks. Again, we're really building a really healthy don't here. There's a 6. And this definitely can happen at the craps table, man. I've seen runs where it just goes all inside numbers for a very long time. Especially if you have a good setter or a good controller, and he can really work that 3B and get them inside numbers. I mean, it can really happen easy. There's a 7, all right. So let's move on to the next side of the strategy. So this hedge, to hedge this one out, is going to be quite a bit bigger. All right, so what do we got? There's 45, 50, 55, 57. Okay, so if it was me personally, I would use these ones to do the hedging. I wouldn't get into that part of the bankroll. All right, so we got 45 as our don't. That's a good don't, really good don't, because it fits right in with 44 inside. All right, it takes 3 on the 11, and it will take $9 on the 7. So what we have here, I think, is 8. Oh, we have 9. Perfect. Okay. So that would, you know, you're hopping them 7s. $3 a piece will make 45 bucks. This is a $45 win. All right, so you got $45 there. So now all you're looking for is, I know you got $12 at risk there, but as long as you can get that into there, you're going to be able to get a bunch of numbers out here, and you should make your money back in one hit. There's the 9, all right. So again, we did lose this 12 bucks, but this was hedged out. We didn't have that at risk anymore. That really, at that point, the only thing that could happen with this is it could land on a number or it could become a winner. All right, so we have the opportunity to put $44 out there, or 45 if you want it. There's 40. We need all right, so we need one hit to actually make money on this. Otherwise, that $12 is going to be a loser. There's a 3. It's not helping us here. There's the 8. That'll work. All right, so that 12 is going to pay us 14. Let that up. All right, so now this strategy is a winner as long as that 9 don't get knocked off. So that's kind of nice. We don't have the 4. Hard 4, we don't have it. There's the 7, okay? So overall, after all that was done, we only made $2 or $3 because we got $1 extra there. But that's not terrible. We did make money. It's not terrible. It's going to pay there. This is going to come off. Again, we're basically at 0 there. So when you don't have no more money up there, rack it all back up. I know you got a good don't work in here, just rack it all back up and start over. Alright, so we're definitely in the lead because I definitely have $100 in red chips. So we're definitely making money. Like I said, just start back over. Once you run out of money in that rack, in your positive and your bankroll side, and you got a bunch of profit side, just restart. Restart the whole system. And I mean, like I said, it's kind of a grinder, but in the long run, you should win on this strategy. It's probability positive. So barring stuff like 0.7s happening just over and over and over and over, you're eventually going to win the probability battle with this strategy. Just because you're always having the probability advantage on the board. There's not a situation in it besides the one don't roll that you don't have the probability advantage. Alright, so there's a 5. And I know a lot of people will tell you, well, the house edge is too high, or Well, if you really look into house edge is geared off probability and payout probability, which in turn means that it's basically off of probability. So if you're playing with house edge, you're playing with probability. There's the 11. It's not going to affect us here. I've got a few comments lately about house edge and why I don't put odds and different things. I have my own reasons, and I've explained it before. There's a $5 winner. I don't believe that that's the correct way to play craps. 7 on the come out is going to be a winner, and I have a bankroll to prove it, so I do have that argument on my side. All right, hit our 5 back to back. It's always easy. It's easy when you win easy. That's what they say. It's an easy game, right? In poker, when you flop a full house, it's an easy game. 7. All right, this is working out great. We're just keeping hitting these come out 7s, making our points. I mean, why wouldn't everyone just do this? Oh, there we go. Back to earth with the ace. Get over here. Here we go. Back on the 5. 5's point. Still same shooter, so we're going to let him build his profits up. That's the plan. Build that profit up. And then we're going to put him in the dome. There's a 12. There's the 5. Made a lot of 5 points. That wasn't a 6, that was a 5. Making them 5 points. There's a 4. Point's going to be 4. The best hot bets I've ever had have been on the 5s. There's point made 4. Okay. So we're winning $5 at a time until we become millionaires. There's the 10. 5, 5, 10. I'm moving pretty quick, so if I'm ever moving too fast in this stuff, guys, just tell me in the comments. I'll slow them down. 6, all right. That last roll was an 11, by the way. That's why I didn't do that. $7 winner on the 6. We are building up quite a don't here, guys. It's going to be a good one. There's 4, 4, 8. Same thing, $7 winner. This strategy does take some patience, because when them dice are hot, you're going to want to press and all that, and I'm not telling you not to. I'm just saying that it's outside the strategy. There's a 10, so it's going to be a point made, 6, 4, 10. That wasn't a 6, that was a 6, 4. All right, collect it up. Points coming down. Here we go. There's an 11. Boy, we are hitting. This shooter is on a fire. All right, here we go. There's the 9. We'll take the 9. We like the 9. That wasn't a 7. That was a 9. I'm a terrible stick man. Back to back 9s. Again, easy game. Point made. Make that $5. The odds players right now are destroying me. They're just telling me how terrible I am, I'm sure, because I'm not playing odds, hitting all these points. All right, that was an 8. Hit them dice. Yo, that. They're telling me I should be up $5 million right now. There's a 5. There's the 8. Made our point with no odds. I know sometimes it goes this way, and I do miss out on the odds money, but I don't believe that in the long run the odds are a good bet. I think they're a bad bet, because I feel like you're already putting bad money out with the pass line. Once the point is established, you're behind, and then you're adding money behind it. And I don't think you're putting bad money against bad money. That's what I think, and that's why I don't do it. All right, so there's a 7. The only time I do it is if it's within a strategy. Like if I can just use the strategy to put it on there, and that way, because I'm playing them numbers either way. So that's the only time I'll do it. Okay, so that's a $64 worth of dump. We're going to go on and take it. $64 in the dump. So what do we need here? So $4 here would be 60. So if we put a $5 chip, it's going to make us a winner. And so over there on the 7, we're going to need, to make $64, we're going to have to do basically the same thing, but times 3. So right there, you're looking at $15. Okay, so you have $20 at risk to hedge this bet out. Is that, it's a third of it, so I mean, yeah, it's probably worth it, because if you do roll that 7 or 11, at least you're going to get most of your money back. So I do agree. Okay, so there's a 7, so there it went. Exactly like we were planning, right? All right, so a $5 7 is it's gonna pay you on a $15 bet. $5 is gonna pay you $75. All right, so you're gonna lose all this. You're gonna lose this 64. You're gonna win 75. All right, so at that point, I don't know what you'd want to do. Are you going to go right back to the 64 and hedge it again? Because you did lose a little bit of money. You ended up actually losing just a little bit of money overall, because you still lost this other $15. Even though that was 64 and you made 75, you still did lose just a little bit of money. So I don't know how you'd want to redo that. If you'd want to just go back to 64, hedge it again, what I would probably do is I would start over. If that's what happened, I would start over. Just because I would feel like I've done pretty well. I saved my profit there without losing it, so I would take that as like, okay, you won there. Again, this video is getting a little long, so this will be the last one. We'll run through. Try it one more time, see where we're at. 8. We've had a couple good rolls. That's always going to be good. I've ranted about house edge, so I'm probably going to take it in the comments like I usually do when I rant about house edge. Alright, there's the 5. There's the 11. 4, 4, 8. $7 winner. 7 out. Okay. So we got a little short one this time. That's good. Short is good. We're still doing what we're trying to do. We got $14. Perfect. That'll earn us the 6 and 8 or something similar. It'll cost $4 to hedge it out. Let's get us a number. There's the 4. That's a good one. Good dump number. Lose our $4 here. We're looking for one hit. We got $14. We can do it a couple different ways. But I feel like the best possible way to do it is play the 6 and 8 for 12. We're looking for 1, 6, or 8. There's a 5, 4, 1, 5. 1, 6, or 8 will put us in the profit. There's a 6. So there's a $7 winner. I'm just going to rack it up over here because this is going to be our last run. There's the 8. It's another $7 winner. There's the 8 back to back. Another $7 winner. There's the 10. We don't have a 10. 6, hard 6. $7 winner. This is paying off pretty well. It's a good run on this. 7 out. All right. So we're going to make 2 extra bucks here. This 14 is going to pay that 14. We're going to rack it all up, count it up, and we'll see what happens. And 75 there. That's 150, 155, 60, 65, 170, 172, using the hedge method. They had a couple good rolls, but that's going to be the way it runs. I mean, perhaps it's going to run like that. There's times it rolls really good, and there's times it rolls really bad. But even in the times it rolls bad, you just have to switch up. You have to switch to a different thing. Get more conservative. Play the don'ts. You know, gain the sevens favor, as opposed to if it's rolling 0.7, 0.7, 0.7, you just keep seeing this. Play the don't. I mean, and you're going to be a winner. So sometimes you got to have a feel for it, and it takes time. It really does. It takes time to get that feel, because when you walk up to the table, you're expecting your strategy to be, you know, the monster. Now, there's sometimes that the table rolls against your strategy, and so you got to flip it up a little bit. Now, it does take time, and you got to have reps at the table. You just have to go. And I mean, sometimes it takes a little bit of money. You're going to lose a little bit of money to learn kind of how it goes. So, anyways, this is Jacob from Wedging Me This, and I hope you guys like this hedged out version of that $100 low roller. You know, you're just hedging out that don't. As you can tell, it worked for me really well one time. And so, you know, there is a benefit to it, definitely a benefit to it. So, it's a little safer, I would say. And there is times where it's actually going to cost you money, because if you roll and you lose the money, you don't roll a 7 or 11, so you get a number, and then you roll a 7 right after that, you're actually going to lose a little bit of money, because on what you lost on the hedge. You really got to hit a number after you do it, so that is one negative of it. But I mean, in the long run, it's probably pretty good. It's going to be effective, just like the other way to play it. So there you go. This is Jacob from Wedging Me This. You guys have a great day.